Just stajani, uchi stadidani, habe abhimana bhara. Tali shishatar thakya sarvada, shishatar thakya sarvada. Naloi bho puja
Which song can you sing? Gopinath? Sure.
Turkey. Yes.
Give me one paper and one pen.
Page 130.
that will be more, okay?
वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय 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 श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे आली मोहे लागे वृंदावन को आली मोहे लागे वृंदावन को लागे वृंदावननी को सखीर मोहे लागे वृंदावननी को लागे वृंदावननी को सखीर मोहे लागे वृंदावननी को आली 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 मोहे लागे वृंदावननी को सखीर मोहे लागे वृंदावननी को सखीर मोहे लागे वृंदावननी को घर घर तुलसी ठाकुर पूजा 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 घर घर गुंजन तीरथ राधिका गुंजन गुंजन तीरथ राधिका तीरथ राधे 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 राधे
धोती फाड़ के रुमाल कर ये बोला तो आरती के बाद वेरी गुड आई एम आल्सो लाइक हिम इफ एनीवन टेल्स मी 5 minutes I take 15 minutes सुंदर लाला सचिर मुराला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में सुंदर लाला सचिर दुलाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में ओ सुंदर लाला सचिर दुलाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में सुंदर लाला सचिर दुलाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में 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 ओ सुंदर लाला गौर गोपाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में सुंदर लाला गौर गोपाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में भाले चंदन तिलक मनोहर भाले चंदन भाले चंदन तिलक मनोहर भाले चंदन तिलक मनोहर अलका शोभे कपलन में अलका शोभे कपलन में अलका शोभे कपलन में अलका शोभे कपलन में सुंदर लाला सचिर दुलाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में सुंदर लाला सचिर दुलाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में शेर चोरा दर्शन लाले शेर चोरा वन फूल माला हिया पर पहिरन पीर पीतांबर शोभे पहिरन पीर पीतांबर शोभे नूपुर गुंजन चरण में नूपुर गुंजन चरण में ओ सुंदर लाला सचिर दुलाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में सुंदर लाला सचिर दुलाला नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम
कोई गावत है हरि गुण गान, कोई मृदंग ताला परम रसाला, मृदंग कोई गावत है रंग में, कोई गावत है सुंदर लाया सची मधुरा, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में, सुंदर लाया सची मधुरा, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में, ओ सुंदर लाला गौर गोपाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में, सुंदर लाला गौर गोपाला, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में, ओ नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में, नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम We have in our evening session here some devotees from Latin America, Spanish devotees here, and there is a Zoom meeting with those devotees, and we have Vinodni there for translation. Yes, Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone in this Holland retreat, Holland Winter retreat. I hope one day you can all come and join here. My volume is on.
So you can hear them in case you want to ask.
No, I don't want to hear. I want to speak. You're the one who hears. Yes. He's training. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjansalakaya Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Sadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Gaur Sarchardramit Nidhi Gauram Sarvam Stuve Gaurena Pratitam Rasya Bhajanam Gauram Sarvam Dade Gauraste Kripalu Ratrina Paro Gaurasya Bhritya Sabhavam Gaur Gaur Macharami Bhagavan Gaur Prabhu Rakshamam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopikant Radhakant Namostute Tapt Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishnudhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Bhaktya Vihinaya Parad Lakshe Shittasya Kama Battery one. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Hello, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Loudly, everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We were hearing this morning the sacrifice which all our acharyas have shown, and to value that sacrifice is the only way to express our thanks to them. If we don't value that sacrifice, we are ungrateful. If we don't value that sacrifice, then we can't get entrance into this realm of prema, love. Because the key to get entered in this realm of love and prema, the key is sacrifice. Love wants sacrifice. Let us take example of Krishna. we heard the examples of our acharyas this morning. They have done so much sacrifice, and the best sacrifice is what? Asakti tad shanti avyar kalattam virakti man shunyata asha bando samutkanthe nam gane sadaruchi. Asakti tad गुणाख्याने प्रीति तद वसति स्थले. है ना? You know this verse? No? Anyone? Pran? Krishna Kripa? Must learn this. How we can understand that any person, any sadhaka, practitioner is on the stage of bhav by symptoms. Not just expressing your external emotions is called the stage of bhav. And the stage of bhav is not ordinary stage. There is the 8th stage. And the 9th stage is praying. Just like Vaishnavas explain, a mother keeps child in the womb for 9 months and then she delivered child. Similarly, Gurudev, being spiritual father, he saw that seed in the heart of the disciple when he gives mantra. So Gurudev is known as Mantra Pradata, the father who gives the seed of bhakti in the heart, or nourish that seed of bhakti which is inherent already in the heart of jivas. As our constitutional position, all jivas are Krishnadas, but that dasata, that servitor mood, is in a dormant state. So what Gurudev does is, he gives that, all at the seed, yes, he activates that seed by giving the mantra, means that seed, and then nourishing that seed in the heart. Shravan Kirtan Jale Kare Sinchan. Brahman Brahmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Beej. After wandering in this universe, how many of us we realize this or we value this statement? Nowadays, when I'm hearing any Gurudev lecture, any Acharya lecture, or when I read something, I'm coming to this point of how much I'm valuing that lecture, how much we valuing that statement, that verse. And note it down. As much as we value that, we are adopting that. Brahman Brahmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev. After wandering in this universe for so many lifetimes, one gets this opportunity to receive the seed of bhakti from Shri Guru. Guru Krishna Prasade Pai. The mercy of Guru, the mercy of Krishna. First the mercy of Krishna falls, and Krishna arranged a bona fide Guru in our life. Guru means one who is very heavy, not in weight, but heavy in the gravity of his words. And simultaneously, Guru is also very subtle in thoughts. Looks like two opposite directions. Heavy, anything heavy means it has to be gross. but simultaneously he is subtle in realization and subtle in knowledge and subtle in the vision. But he is very heavy, very much grounded, so much gravity. That's the nature of Guru, and that's why we get problem understanding him. Because our thoughts are very gross in nature, whereas his thinking, his thoughts are subtle in nature. So there is no compatibility. To make that compatibility, Guru wants his disciples to also become Guru, and then he will understand that vision. Then he will understand the vision, or she will understand the vision. Shravan Kirtan Jale Kare Sinchan. And then the sadhaka, the practitioner, with the process of hearing and chanting, is nourishing that bhakti in the heart. As much as we value this statement, in that proportion, we are understanding, realizing that how I receive the mantra and how I'm nourishing the bhakti in my heart, which is very dry right now. Which the bhakti which is not even reaping any kind of realization. What is that obstruction? What is that? It's just like a rust on an iron bar. That iron bar got oxidized. Is that the word? That is rust. And what is that rust? The same point I'm repeating since yesterday. That rust is transgressing Maryada, transgressing the etiquettes towards deities, towards Vaishnavas, towards Guru, towards Bhakti. Disrespecting Guru, disrespecting Vaishnavas, disrespecting Dham, disrespecting Harinam, disrespecting the statements, the verses from scriptures. Everywhere is disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. That is the rust. And when Guru Vaishnavas comes in our life, they scrapping that rust. Because rust is making the iron very weak. And while they're scrapping this rust means they are digging the heart, digging that anartha, and giving us such substantial knowledge which is very heavy in nature. Try to understand each and every word which is very heavy in nature. So bhakti, spiritual life is, even though there is a lot of fun, but it is not just a child play. No. It has to be given a lot of gravity. Of course, Gurudev and Acharyas, they are the associates of Mahaprabhu. But each and every statement they speak, they give full gravity. And that's why they are known as realized souls. And what differs with us, we are conditioned souls. Condition means that rust. So, valuing that sacrifice, this adoption of sacrifice This is from Golok Vrindavan, from the pastimes of the Lord. Krishna, when he left Vrindavan, he came to Mathura, he killed Kamsa, and then overnight he took all the residents of Mathura and shifted to Dwarka. Now the question arose there, who's going to be the king of Dwarka? Try to understand this. Who's going to be the king of Dwarka? Then everyone said, if Krishna is there, then what is the point of asking this? Krishna is going to be our king. But did Krishna accepted that throne of becoming a king? No. He didn't become the king of Dwarka. Because something else was going on in his mind. And that was, if I become the king of Dwarka, then I'll just get entangled in those kingly duties and there will be no chance for me to go back to Braj. The aim of Krishna is to go to Braj. As we heard this morning, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam. This is the most favorite place of Krishna, Braj Mandal. And Braj Dholi Prano se pyari lagi. Braj Mandal Mohe Samay Raho. We sing this. Even the dust of Vrindavan is very dear to Krishna. Krishna smeared the dust of Vrindavan. He rolls on the dust of Vrindavan. Even he eat the dust of Vrindavan. Where he ate that? Brahmand Ghat. And where is that? Where is Brahmand Ghat? Gokul Mahavan. Where Krishna ate that dust. If you come to Vrindavan, the Vrajmandal Parikrama and the guidance of Gurudev and Vaishnavas, we are going to take you this place where Krishna ate the dust of Vrindavan. So not only Krishna is rolling in the dust of Vrindavan, Krishna is also eating the dust of Vrindavan. Imagine how much favorite. That's the best thing Krishna likes. And we think Krishna is fond of eating 56 preparations. Of course, yes, but is very fond of eating the mud of Vrindavan. How dear is that? No? He's rolling in the dust of Vrindavan. So that's his favorite place. So, what was in the head of Krishna? I have to go back to Vrindavan. Staying in Dwarka is very temporary because I have to kill some demons there. And because I have to protect my dear ones, means Brajavasis. Because I love them and they invest their love in me. And my love is invested in them. So Prabhu, if your love is invested in Vrindavan Vasis, then why you're not there with them? Why you're far away? Because that's the nature of love. Love needs sacrifice. Krishna sacrificed to protect the inhabitants of Vrindavan, to protect his object of love. His object of love is Vrindavan Vasis. And the object of love of Vrindavan Vasis is Krishna. He don't know anybody except them. And they don't know anybody except Krishna. So he sacrificed he valued that sacrifice. And out of keeping so much burden on his chest and on his head, he went far from Vrindavan. Because there's so many demons attacking on Krishna now since he killed Kamsa. And so many became his enemies. Understand? And there was attack after one of the other, attack on Mathura 17 times by Jarasandha. If Krishna would have gone back to Vrindavan, then all the attack would have been in Vrindavan. And Krishna didn't like this idea, so he took that burden in his heart and he went far to Dwarika. No? That's why our Gurudev, his Gurudev, all Prabhupada disciples, even Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all our acharyas, they used to go darshan in Dwarika. Some people say, oh, that's not our mood. We know this. Then why Gurudev took devotees pilgrimage to Dwarika? Why then Param Gurudev? Why Prabhupada? Why they all spent even month of Kartik in Dwarika, a prominent dham amongst the 4 dham in India. Because the glories of Dwarika is the sacrifice of Krishna and the tears of Krishna. He's lamenting there, remembering his object of love, and especially amongst all Brajavasis, Radharani. He's weeping and crying. Intentionally, he didn't accept the throne of Dwarika. He don't want to become the king of Dwarika. Because I have to go back to Vrindavan. So when everyone was looking at Krishna to become the king of Dwarika, he said no. And he wanted Ugrasen Maharaj. Krishna is very clever. Very clever. Or we say he is very intellectual, of course, as he is Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So he knows this. And he said, since Ugrasen Maharaj is our senior, the senior most, may he become the king of Dwarka. Krishna is also best politician. Politics is not always bad. When politics is there for something good, when diplomacy is there for something good, that's not bad. So Krishna is applying this. To win over the confidence and the heart of all the kings of Dwarika. Everyone started praising Krishna, how humble he is. He made Ugrasen Maharaj being the king of Dwarika. And Krishna said, I will just serve Ugrasen Maharaj. But I don't want to sit on the throne, I don't want to become the king. But what is the intent behind that? The intent is, if I become the king, I cannot go Vrindavan. That's not my duty to take care of the duties of the kingdom of Dwarika. I'm only here temporarily just to kill the demons, and then finally I have to go Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. I only want to go to Vrindavan. That's the aim. And why? Because Radharani is feeling separation from me, and I also feeling separation from Radha. You see how Krishna sacrificed this? Sacrificed the throne, being the king of the country. He is not attached to that. Because all those who are sitting on big thrones, Who? The king of demigod Indra, grandsire Brahma, Shiva, and all other thrones where great personalities are sitting. They come very often and pay obeisances at the seat where Krishna placed his lotus feet. स्वयं तु साम्यति स्त्रिधि स्वराज लक्ष्मी आप्त समस्त कामा बलमी हिदिति चिर लोकपाला किरट कोटि यदपाद पीठा. Uddhav ji said this. You know, like this seat, when Krishna places lotus feet on that seat, then so many great personalities, they come and pay obeisances. Not to the lotus feet of Krishna, but to the seat with their crowns, and there's always a sound. Oh, and the Dwarpas, the gatekeepers, they're feeling so boring all the time. And they close their ears. Oh, all the time we are hearing tung, 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 paying obeisances. Oh, Indra has come. Oh, Brahma. But there's not one Brahma, there are million and billion of Brahma. Oh, this Brahma from that universe, 10-headed Brahma. Oh, see that Brahma came, 1,000 head. Oh, another Brahma is coming with 100,000 heads. Oh, Indra came. So the gatekeepers, they are feeling so much boring hearing this sound all the time. Kirat Koti Yadabad Pita. They are paying obeisances at the seat where Krishna is placing his lotus feet. But Krishna is wandering in someone else's lotus feet. Whose lotus feet? Radharani. Everyone paying obeisances to Krishna's lotus feet. And Krishna wants to fall himself at the lotus feet of Radharani because he values that sacrifice which Radharani goes through in separation from Krishna. He values that sacrifice. I'm explaining how our acharyas, we heard this morning, they sacrifice their most favorite place of residence for something for fulfilling the mission of Krishna and fulfilling the mission of Mahaprabhu. But from where they adopt this? This adoption is directly from Krishna, and Krishna is doing this. Sacrifice. And is valuing that sacrifice of Radharani because she is so much in love with Krishna. So much in love. To that point that Krishna has to fold his hand and say, what? I cannot repay you. I cannot repay you. Na pareham nirvatti samijam. I cannot repay your debt. I cannot repay your love. I cannot repay your love. Enough? So did ever Krishna say thanks to Radharani? Oh Radharani, thank you so much for loving me. Done ke well. Did ever Radharani said to Krishna, muchas gracias? Muchas gracias, Espanol. Or did ever she say spasiba, Ruski? Did she ever say danke schön to Krishna? Those formalities are not required there. But they both valuing that. And how Krishna is valuing that sacrifice of Radharani? how he's thanking that mood of that love of Radharani, not by saying this, but exhibiting this in other incarnation, the another incarnation which is only there for 48 years on this planet, in this Kali Yuga, just to express his thanks to Radharani and just to express valuing that sacrifice of Radharani. Krishna has to come, another incarnation. Avatar Sar, Gaur Avatar, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In very refined words, the incarnation of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Incarnation means, he's not an incarnation, he's Bhagavan Swayam. But because he descends from that spiritual planet on this planet, this process of descending is called incarnation. Whereas Mahaprabhu is not incarnation, is Shad Aishwarya Bhagavan, endowed with 6 opulences. Is Krishna himself. So Mahaprabhu is there to value that sacrifice of Radharani. Jadi Gauranga Nahaito Tabe ki haito Ke mane dharita de Radhar Mahima Preme rasa sima Jagat janata ke Jagat janata ke Gao puna puna Gaurange raguna Sarala yamana. ऐसे ही है ना? ए भव सागरे ए मना दया ना देखी गए का जाना, है ना? यदि गौरांग ना है तो the reason of the only purpose of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to descend is to spread the glories of Radharani. What does that mean? We all know this song, and if you not, must know this song. The only reason of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in very simple English terminology, I said this morning, valuing the sacrifice. So Mahaprabhu, Krishna, valuing that sacrifice of Sri Radharani, he has to come in a golden complexion. And how he is saying thanks to Radharani? With all, imbibing all those, embracing all those moods of Radharani to make everyone see the entire world. What I have to go through when I'm in adopting the moods of Radharani. What I go through, you see, I'm rolling on the ground. I'm weeping, tears flowing from my eyes, not flowing from my eyes, but the syringe, like the water comes from the syringe. Tears coming from the eyes like what? Syringe. That's how Mahaprabhu is weeping and crying. E matra dine dine Sarup Ramanand Sane Nij bhav kare na vidit Bhare vishe jala hoy Bhitre anand mein Krishna prem adbhut charit. Astonishing feature of Krishna prem. Mahaprabhu is exhibiting that mood of high separation outwardly, but inside he's relishing that. He's relishing that. He's tasting that. Valuing that sacrifice because he's not ungrateful and he don't want to become ungrateful. Na pare hum nirvantu samijam. I cannot repay your debt. Krishna is saying this. Debt is something which is a burden on the head. If you don't repay debt, there's a burden. There's always a burden, restlessness. Once you repay, and then you're relieved. Krishna is feeling that. so much love, a debt on my head. I have to relish this and I have to show this. We are following the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are trying to follow him. Not that we are following, we are trying to follow them. And there are so many attempts, so many times there is encouragement and then there is discouragement. Then there is encouragement, then there is discouragement. And Krishna said, I have given so much to you. I have incarnated myself as my names, holy name. What is Hare Krishna Mahamantra? It's not different from Krishna. Avidatva nama namani. What is the verse? Nam Chintamani.
Nam Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Purna Sudha Nitya Mukta Nam Avidvam Nam.
Avinto nama nami. Not different. Holy name is not different from Krishna. Krishna descended himself in this Kali Yuga as his names. Krishna manifests his dham. Krishna manifests his non-different form as Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna manifests himself in the form of deities to accept our services. How much he loves us. He's sending those WhatsApp messages again and again. I am coming myself as deities for you to serve me. I'm in the form of scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam. You can serve me. I'm descending in the form of my Tadiya Vastu, one who has oneness with me. Tulsi, Jamuna, Giraj Govardhan, Tadiya Vastu. And I myself come as Acharya Mam Vijani. I descend myself as Acharya, as Guru. In so many forms. Jevare karane asya prapanche leela kaile suvistar. She was just singing. He descended for uplifting the jivas. In so many forms Krishna appeared. We are getting encouraged and then we get discouraged. We again get encouraged, then we get discouraged. It's like baby walking and falling on the ground. Again walking and then falling. Again. But Krishna said nothing to worry. Swalpamasya dharmasya traito mahato bhayag. A little endeavors on this path saves you from great dangers. Little endeavors. Because Krishna said, this path is shown by me. This path introduced by me. This path sanctioned by me. This is the safest path. Bhakti Yoga. Swalpamasya dharmasya traito mahato bhaya. What to speak of great endeavors, even if you perform little endeavors. Very little. Watering tulsi plant, keeping tulsi at home, preserving tulsi, following Ekadashi, visiting Dham. Why we go visit Dham? It's just an exercise. No. The purpose of visiting Dham is to please the senses of Krishna. He loves if anyone visits to him. Krishna never says you are an unwanted guest or uncalled guest. Always with his arms open, come. My Dham is there for everyone. The only purpose of visiting Dham is to please Krishna, and he acknowledges. If someone comes as a guest, he said even the enemy comes to your house as a guest. What are you supposed to do? Honor him. Atithi Deva Bhava. If you have any enmity, hostile mood, one is not supposed to express this in your premises. When you see that person somewhere outside your house, then you can express your anger and whatever. But if he step in your house, no matter whatever the matter is given all due respect. And it is shown by Lord Ram, Maryada Purushottam. And there are many examples of that. So Krishna is thinking, I have given so much to you, so that you can cultivate that bhakti. But finally, Krishna, if you give so much and you're not falling, Krishna raises his arm, Baba, मैं इसका कुछ नहीं कर सकता. I cannot do anything more than this. That's why Mahaprabhu raised his hands, Baba, I cannot help out. He's standing there like this. When you do so much for someone, I cannot do anything. I cannot do any more. Finish. Even the Lord has to raise his hand. Bas, ho gaya. Enough. And even Krishna has to say, Na parayam bhai, I cannot. What more I can do? I have done so much. So, living in this style of encouragement and discouragement, falling, again getting up, again falling. This is a stage of sadhana, practice. Swalpamasya dharmasya. A little endeavors saves you from this path. This is what Krishna is encouraging. Value my words and value my sacrifice. Param drishta nivartante. What is that verse? Ras.
Vishaya vinivartante niraharisate rasuri varjan rasopyasya puram.
Drishta nivartante. Meaning? I also told you to learn the reference. Okay, go ahead.
So the meaning of this verse is that Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita that when one gets a higher taste, gets to experience a higher taste, he automatically is detached from the lower taste.
When one develops higher taste, automatically, simultaneously, and spontaneously gives up the lower taste. Lower taste, immediately. And because the lower taste is very appealing to us, this shows there is no any inclination towards higher taste. Moment there is higher taste, one immediately feel disrespect to lower taste, which is not offensive at all. You're not liking lower taste, that you're disrespecting. But if you're disrespecting the higher taste, actually this is disrespecting. That's why the word is giving up the lower taste. So no matter how much you put your endeavors, we put our endeavors, for rejecting the lower taste, it won't work. All energies to be utilized in developing the higher taste. Because what comes first? Ignorance will go away or the prema bhakti will come. What is first? First prema bhakti,
Yeah.
and then ignorance.
Yeah.
But in the presence of ignorance, can we get prema bhakti? It's a tricky one. Prema bhakti jaha haite, avidya vinasha jate, vede gaya jahara charito. We sing every day. Srinottam Thakur is describing prema bhakti jaha haite. First prema bhakti comes, and then ignorance goes away. So in that proportion, we are developing prema bhakti means developing that higher taste. Proportionately, the lower taste just vanish. Utilizing all energy in developing that higher taste. Shravan Kirtan Jale Kare Sinchan. How to develop that higher taste? Developing love, attachment for Hari Katha. That's the only and only parameter to understand what is my status in bhakti. It all depends on how much I have developed the taste in hearing Hari Katha. Dharma swansita pumsam vikshasenu kathastucha not pad yadiratim shram evahi kevalam. No matter whatever we do, following all duties, but if you have not developed the taste in hearing Hari Katha, rati means attachment in Hari Katha, shram evahi kevalam, waste endeavors. It is only going to reap what? Some sukritis, but not bhakti. But just by hearing Hari Katha, one develops what? Bhakti. Only hearing. At the time of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, all the young ones, all our acharyas, they are in a young age, 20, 18, 20, 22, 24. Just by hearing Hari Katha of Srila Prabhupada, they renounced everything and they joined Srila Prabhupada. One young boy, in his teenage, was standing in line on a pharmacy shop to get medicines for his mother. And there was a big line. And the prescription in his hands. And nearby was a big pandal program where Srila Prabhupada was speaking Hari Katha. So it happens so that he has to wait for a couple of minutes to get to the counter to get these medicines. And he only heard 5 minutes or maybe just 3 minutes Hari Katha Prabhupada was speaking, which is so powerful, full of gravity. Satan prasangam mama virja samvito bhavanti hit karna rasayana katha, which was so powerful in just, what is that verse? थोड़ा सा हरि कथा सुनने से लव मात्र साधु संग सर्व सिद्धि. What is that start with? Sadhu sang sarva shastra ka. Love matra. Love matra means 1/11th part of a second. And he heard almost 2-3 minutes. And that affected him so much that he was carrying that money and the prescription, and he gave the address to a gentleman standing behind him. This is the money and this is the fare. This is medicine. Can you drop to my mother, please? But where are you going? I'm going to see this sadhu, whose Hari Katha is so powerful. I'm not even seeing him, but I'm hearing him. and I can see him through hearing. What kind of sadhu is he? I never heard anything like this. He got so attracted and he came to see Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, and before he was only hearing, but now he saw the transcendental figure of Srila Prabhupada. He got so attracted, he renounced there. And he became one of the associates of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Shri Bhakti Hridayavan Goswami Maharaj. This is the potency of Harikatha. Have you ever visited any homeopathic shop? Here in Holland, there is a homeopathic shop. In India, we have in Germany also. We have Dr. what that? Rek, something. If you visit homeopathic shop, you see the doctor seeing your condition, your illness. He will take a bottle with white granules and is giving the same bottle to you, same bottle to she, him and everyone. You will say, what is that? Same small white granules to everyone? Those white granules are just a base, but doctor, he puts some liquid in that. That putting liquid is putting potency. And according to everyone's illness or the condition, the potency is low and high in nature. Yes? It's very common. But looks like all medicine is white. Small little balls. But what he put inside, that is different liquids and different degrees of what? Potency in that liquid, in those white balls. Similarly, Harikatha, anyone is speaking Harikatha, looks like same. You speaking, even a child, I would say child, who just in Krishna consciousness practicing 2-3 years, and he just starts speaking something. He's still baby, he's only crawling and he's falling, he don't even know. He's just baby. So he's also speaking Harikatha. And his Gurudev also speaking Harikatha. And his Gurudev also speaking Harikatha. So everything appears like Harikatha. But is all Harikatha same? How much potency is there in that Harikatha? How much purity is there? How much sacrifice is there? How much realization is there? How much knowledge is there? It's not that doctor randomly just take any liquid and put and say, okay, this is yours. Everything has to be known. What is his condition? What is her condition? And accordingly, he gave medicine. How much potency is there, we have to understand according to different prospects. How much you have realized. How much you valued those statements from Shastras. How much adoption of statements in the Shastras. How much sacrifice is there. How much service to Guru is there. Everything has values. Understand? Everything has value. So it's not that randomly I just pick up someone. You're my friend. You're speaking Harikatha. Baba, what is the potency in your Harikatha? Any transformation? That's your challenge. Go around the people in public and speak Harikatha and try to transform them. Then we'll understand how much potency is there. The question was being asked to Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, the founder of Charity ISKCON. The question was asked, I've heard sadhus, they do miracles. In India, many yogis, they do miracles. You are sick and they just give you something, some dust, and you're out of your sickness. You're in problem and they chant some mantra, you're out of problem. Miracle, miracle, sadhu baba, sadhu baba, sadhu baba. In Bengal, there are so many sadhu babas like that. They are yogis. And people just running after them. So when question was asked to Srila Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, what miracle? He said, what more miracle you want to see? I'm changing this animals, human living animal life, I'm making them devotees of Krishna. I've transformed their life from animal state to a better human being. You're not seeing that miracle? Isn't it a miracle? Making hippies to happies is not that miracle? And the entire world is seeing this. Every country, every town, every village, fulfilling the prophecy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. My name will be propagated in each and every town and village. So you see, this prophecy came true by the combined effort of all acharyas. Not only one acharya, all acharyas. But of course we see this in a massive way in the life history of lifestyle of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. What more miracle you want? This is the best miracle. Transforming their life, making them Vaishnava and Vaishnavis. So how much potency is there in that name, and how much potency is there in that Harinam, Harikatha? Transform so many lives. And by saying so, I don't think so this any wrong saying this. How you all attending this retreat from so many years, and especially this year, how you all came to understand Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy through Bhagavad Gita seminars. Yes? How much energy was invested in holding those seminars? Go back, remember, and think about this. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada used to say you have to spend gallons of blood to make someone devotee. Gallons of blood. It's not that you have to just cut your hand and showing gallons of blood. So much is thinking, so much energy to lift grocery on your head, to clean the area, to set up the area, preparing what to speak, preparing for cooking, preparing how to serve, investing the money to hiring hall from A to Z, A to Z, everything is the combined endeavors. For what reason? Transforming people, bringing them to Krishna consciousness. I personally attended so many times in master class in that Ricewick Hall. Bhagavad Gita seminars. To a surprise, not to me, but to all other Maharaj also, who very frequently visit here. Sripad Bal Maharaj, Sripad Sridhar Maharaj, and everyone. And then we speak. When we meet each other in Parikrama, we speak. How wonderful it is going on. Only one place in the entire world, believe me. No one can cut my statement. Because we travel all over the world. All over the world. What's happening here is not happening anywhere else. So many people joining Krishna consciousness. Amazing. Young ones, old ones, middle age, all age. What more miracle we need to show? The mercy of Gurudev flowing. We are indebted to Sri Gurudev, indebted to Bhagavad Gita, and also one who's delivering this seminars, this lecture. We are indebted to that person also. Otherwise, I'm saying directly from my side, whoever believe this or not, if you can value this or not, I value this because I know as a preacher how difficult it is to take so much pains and keeping aside our own other enjoyments and other responsibilities, but taking a mission of Shri Guru. If you have given some qualification, use this in the service of the Lord. I value this because I'm a preacher. If I'm an audience, maybe I would have not. Because I'm not in that situation. But because I'm a preacher, I'm also doing preaching. I value this and I can understand this. If you are in that shoe, if you are in that situation and position, then you will understand how much pains and how much balance, equilibrium we have to maintain when we preach, when we bring new people to Krishna consciousness. How much potency has to be given in those Harikatha? How much preparation is required? If I walk in as like an audience, it's that simple. Keep your shoe outside and you're getting a warm welcome, a warm greeting. Welcome. Bhagavad Gita seminar, God on the other hand, welcome, and one feels so happy. Yes, I'm warmly welcomed here. And just have to sit on the chair and watching. Yes, yes. Vijay speaking. Yes, yes. Later I will ask him. And then there is a break. And then some other sevaks, who comes with prasadam. Premanandi comes, Trileshwari comes, all other devotees. Vinay comes, buying grocery behind the curtains. There are some sevaks who always remain behind the curtains. But that doesn't mean they have no importance or no value. Their endeavors are also included in that endeavors. And even I see the young ones here, these girls, they come and they start collecting those. I'm like a audience just sitting on my chair, nicely, comfortable. I'm getting prasad, right? Sitting on my seat, and I don't have to even get up to throw that trash. And the girls, these boys, they comes and with a plastic bag, please throw like you're on a flight. You don't have to do anything. And there's water, there's everything there available for you. And when you leave, thank you so much for coming. Wow, I will see. Oh. So as an audience, I'm in a so comfortable and luxurious zone. But think about that person. I'm just not here flattering or praising any XYZ. Okay? My only intention is to praise my Gurudev and deities, my Thakurji. I'm not just praising any individual here, but I do value the sacrifice. It's not easy. It's not easy to transform so many people and bringing them, and that audience is going Navdeep Dham. That audience is going Kartik Parikrama, rolling in the dust of Vrindavan. That audience is now learning shlokas. That audience is now familiar with Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. But what was before that? Just material world. Happy material world. Yangi, drinking, pleasing. That's all. Eating and drinking and just enjoying, partying. But after coming here, after hearing those seminars and giving ears receptive to those lectures, transformation. I'm speaking from my vision. And when speaking my vision, it also includes other Maharaj also, because we speak a lot. Believe me, only this place in the entire world. In our Sangha, what's happening here, you can't see anywhere else. Can't see. Ask any Maharaj, they will tell you. Because we understand, we value this. And that's why I express my gratefulness and thanks for that team who brought so many people in Bhakti today. You can't understand this. When we go school and colleges preaching, it's so difficult to change one boy or one girl, bringing them from that state to Bhakti is so difficult. We go there, give lecture, but there is no one to follow up. If there is someone to follow up, then it grows nicely. But since I'm here, coming here, I'm seeing that it's not only deliverance of delivering lecture, but also this follow-up. Can you value that endeavors? We must. Come on this position, and then you will see. As audience, I can speak whatever, because I'm not in that position. You take that position and then you understand. Transformation is not easy. The potency is there. So Srila Swami Maharaj Ji, Srila Prabhupada Ji, what more miracle can you see? So, how he sacrificed his age of retirement. He didn't choose retirement. He chose what? More working. Working for Krishna. Working for making everyone's heart Vrindavan Dham. And generations after generations now going to always indebted to two Bhakti Vedantas. One is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and another Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Two Bhaktivedantas has given so much to the entire world, and in their life we can see these two Bhaktivedantas have given so much sacrifice. Sri Gurudev, throughout his life, he spent his time in Braj Mandap. And he's given such big title, Yug Acharya. Where? In Braj Mandap. The Acharya of this millennium, Yug Acharya. Gurudev used to roll in the dust of Vrindavan, smearing the dust on his head. Because he valued that. If we go in Vrindavan, I've seen so many people. We pay obeisances and we get dusty and but because we don't understand the value. The small baby, Shama Sundari, if you give that girl a diamond ring, can she value that? She will start playing and throw it. And her mom say, hey, where is that diamond ring? I don't know, I was playing maybe there in the garbage somewhere. What? That was like 50,000 euros. Can she value that? Baby. Similarly, don't act like babies. Act maturely. Gurudev, when we pay obeisance, we just clean our body, our clothes getting dirty there. But Gurudev wants to make his clothes dirty because he values that dust of Vrindavan. The dust which is honorable by Uddhav, by Narad, by Brahma, by Shiva, and by Krishna himself. Krishna himself rolled in the dust of Vrindavan, and he eats that dust of Vrindavan because he values that. This is the difference. So, in this retreat, what I'm trying to tell is I'm sharing one realization. And I know, also, just by hearing it won't come. But at least hear this. It will come by due course of time. By practicing, by understanding, by giving gravity to this. It will come by its own. But at least try to understand the gravity of this. Value that. Value that. And this is for everyone. Not for A, B or C. Every level. There are some Gurudev disciples here. And there are second generation devotees here. We have Gurudev disciples here. Pran Prabhu, Nandani Didi, Malini Didi, and Vijay Prabhu got Hari now, right? Maya there, Shri Gaur Govind Maharaj. So there is a level, then there is another level, second generation. So value that. Try to learn. We are still in a learning process. We are still babies. Srila Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, can you imagine? One of the 18 sannyasis of Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada gave 18 sannyas. And he gave title Guardian of Devotion to Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. Guardian of Devotion means protector of Bhakti. Understand? And our Param Gurudev received sannyas from him. So Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj is writing, I am student. He didn't claim himself that I am teacher. I am still a student. Why student? Because he is seeing his superiors. And when the comparison comes, seeing the superiors, one easily understand the position, I am student. To whom he is seeing? He is seeing Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is seeing his Guru Maharaj Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada. He is seeing Narottam Thakur. He is seeing Rupa Goswami. The entire Guru Parampara. By seeing them, there is no need to tell. And there is no pride in saying, I am teacher, I am student. seeing, understanding their realization, the songs of Narottam Thakur. We just randomly we sing those songs, focusing more on how beautifully and this good meter I'm singing that song. Right? That's our focus. Very honest, right? But can you value each and every line Narottam Thakur is writing there? Because we can't value that. We are still babies. But our acharyas, they value that. And that's why we saw tears in their eyes when they were hearing and is singing the songs of Narottam Thakur and Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Karuna na haile kandiya kandiya prana na rakhi wo har. Gurudev, if there will be no mercy on me, then I'll be weeping, crying and crying and crying all the time, and I will not keep my life anymore. I will die. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya, this song. Who wrote this? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Karuna na haile kandiya kandiya prana rakhi wo har. I will not keep my life anymore. I will die, crying and weeping. Can we value this? We are just singing the best melody I can. This proves to an extent we are babies because we are not valuing this. But when acharyas like Gurudev, Srila Trikram Goswami Maharaj, when they heard these songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I saw them personally. Gurudev Claus going under his glasses and he's wiping his tears. Especially Radhashmi Day. The songs by Bhaktivinoda Thakur glorifying Radharani. Mahashaya. What is that song? Radhika Charana Renu Bhushan Karyatanu Anyase Pape Giridhari. Gurudev used to hear this song by Tamal Prabhu, Krishnadas Prabhu, when they're singing this. We saw Gurudev with so much emotions. And singers, and we all brahmacharis, we are just focusing on how the beats of Mridanga and how the meter is going, high and low, everything. But Gurudev was focusing more on the meaning and valuing the meaning of those songs. That's a maturity, it's a mature stage. So we are just babies, so, not anadhikara cheshta. Then remain babies, don't try to show off. You've grown up and mature. Because we can't value that. So we can't value that. That doesn't mean we have to give up valuing that. Try to catch the points. And try to value that. Meanings of each and every verse. Gurudev used to say, his Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Pragyan Keshu Gosai Maharaj, he never used to utter many verses. Just one or two, that's all. But Gurudev, every Hari Katha, you see 10, 50 verses. But his Guru Maharaj, Param Gurudev used to say, Param Guruji is speaking this verse, Nidra Hanaiti Naktam Vede Chavabaya Jiva Charteshu Rajan Kutumbu Bharneva. From Bhagavatam. One wastes one's life in sleeping in night time and in daytime, just nourishing his family. Diva Charteshu Rajan Kutumbu Bharneva. To take care of his kutumba, his family. That's all. And this way one wastes his life. Shukdev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj. Bas Param Gurudev, he reciting this verse and he continuing that. And he goes from Sambandha, then Avideha, then Prayojan, and then he cut the knot in the heart. Very, very, harsh. Because how you establish Sambandha, very important. So Param Guruji was not uttering many verses, but Guruji was uttering so many verses. Because they're valuing the meaning of those verses. Just for instance, Brahman Bhramite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev. A very fortunate person wandering in this universe from time immemorial. Get the mercy of Guru and Krishna. It's so easy to remember this. Everyone knows this verse, right? But go in your room and think about this tomorrow morning. How many lifetimes I've wasted in this universe? Sometimes animal, dog, hog, birds, plants, trees, human beings, hippies, all this kind of different consciousness. And finally, this lifetime, I'm coming to this Krishna consciousness. I granted this gift of becoming Vaishnava and Vaishnavi. Is that something small? Is something light? It's full of gravity. So, from now, whenever we hear any song, we are learning any words, focus and valuing that meaning of the verse. Then you see realizations. Then you feel realizations. Gaur Premanande.
Hari.
I thought I only spoke half an hour, but I just look at the clock, it's 1.5 hours. There was so much to say. I'll continue tomorrow morning. But in the last, because I'm not ungrateful, I have emotions. And I value that greatness of the combined effort of all the devotees as a teamwork, bringing up Gaudiya Netherlands at this stage, that we having 2 retreats, we having elaborate Janmashtami, and this year Janmashtami I was there. 800 people. Even in India, in my center, I told them, I asked them, how many devotees in our center? They said 400, 350. I said, I got 800. I said, Holland, 800? You know how much that means in India? Because of population proportion, 800 here means in India how much? Like 18,000 people. So, I'm very thankful. So many sadhus coming here, so many preachers coming here. So much Harikatha is going on, so much training is going on. The combined effort of all the devotees. But one who ignites that fire, like a Brahm Samhita, there is a verse, Diparcha eva, no? Govinda Vadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami, later. In Diwali, in India, what happens in Diwali? One ghee lamp is kept to worship the deities, and then they light like 100 ghee wicks, ghee lamps and candles with that first one. So all look same. But how much importance and value of that first one? We can understand this. Saying so, said so, we can understand who is the one who initiated this, who is the one who lit that fire. If we don't thank that personality, then I don't know about others, but I myself personally feel very ungrateful because I am also getting this facility, getting this platform to speak some Harikatha to the audience. A speaker is always indebted to the audience. And that's why speaker has so much respect for the audience. You understand this point? Then value this point. This is for the speakers. If there is no audience, to whom speaker is going to speak? So audience is like instrument. As we keep our mridanga, kartal, harmonium nicely, we don't just throw like this. They are instruments which helps us in tasting the songs. And we keep them with so much respect and safe. Similarly, audience is also with due respect. They are our instruments which are helping me in speaking Harikatha. Otherwise, I can't speak to the walls. They will not give any emotions. So, audience is always indebted to the speaker, first of all. And then speaker also give due respect to the audience because they are instruments which is helping me in speaking Harikatha, which is the service to Hari Guru Vaishnavas. But first deserve, then desire. First deserve. Oh, I will also become speaker. Then I will also sit on the asana like Maharaj. Then someone will come and give garland. This is like daydreaming. Once upon a time, there was a pot maker, earthen pot made of clay. His shop, and there was a shop right across the street. But this person A, he's seeing that businessman, the shopkeeper B, is getting so many customers. So many customers. But he's just lamenting all day, getting not even one customer. But seeing the other businessman, he's just daydreaming. And in this dream, he's thinking, oh, I will introduce new pots. And you know what happened? Oh, before I open my shop, my store, 100 people standing in line. When I open the store, I'm just shouting at the customers, wait. If you want this pot, wait. You have to wait. I will chastise them and then I will start selling it. Then I will hire some employees and I will shout my employees, hey, do nicely. What are you doing? Wrong. Do this, do that. And if one of my employees ever disobey me, I will kick them. The moment he kicked, then all the pots fell on his head. Dum, 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 dum. And then he woke up saying, oh, that was just a dream. This is called daydreaming. Oh, then I will become speaker. Then I will get respect. Garland will come. Clappings will come. You deserve that? Then don't desire. Otherwise you will fall like a baby. Mother is trying to grab a knife and baby also trying to grab a knife. And baby is jumping. And what happens? Baby cut his hands. Because you don't deserve right now, later. Get more maturity. So value that. Value that seniority. It's very important, including myself, to know this. So as I said earlier, I value this. That's why a gratitude comes. A respect comes. This is the essence. Value the sacrifice. This is the title of this retreat. Value the sacrifice of every individual. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Muchas gracias, Srinu devotees. And see you tomorrow. Again, this time, we're going to be Harikatha. Hare Krishna. Pran, can you sing? Gaurati?
Which one?
기와자요 자요 गौरा झन्डे आराधीको शोभा
दियो श्यामलाला दियो श्यामलाला तेरी तेरी पगड़ी जगलाला दियो श्यामलाला दियो श्यामलाला तेरी तेरी पगड़ी जगलाला दियो श्यामलाला दियो श्यामलाला गोकुल में आयो तुमने आया श्री राधे जय श्री राधे जय श्री राधे 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 जय श्री राधे 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 जय श्री राधे 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 जय राधे 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 जय श्री राधे 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 जय श्री राधे 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 कृष्ण गोविंदा गोविंदा गोपाल कृष्ण गोविंदा गोविंदा गोपाल Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Only ladies, okay? इधर आ जाओ. Boys only ladies, okay? Repeat after me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Boys, defeat them. But I'm with them. Okay, he's male. I'm with Radha Rani camp. He's with Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, One touch on the ground. Neighbors. 9 o'clock.
11!
No, they said 11 a.m. not p.m. You're wrong. So they said by 11 a.m. you have to stop this. And also prasadam getting cold. Everyone needs to eat warm prasad. Okay? So tomorrow we sing and dance more. Hari Bol. महाप्रसाद की जय प्रसादे गोविंदे नमो ब्रह्मणे वैष्णवे सर्व पुण्य प्रसादाय सकल निदाये Hare Krishna.
Please return the mics and everything.
Are we going to do pranam?
Hare Krishna. Some transcendental ecstasies, huh? You got so much used to chant Hari Naam. In your night also dreaming and Hare Krishna. And next person will say, shut up! Let me sleep. Okay, Rust Khan. Okay. Hey, bring Prashad, bring Prashad. No. Go away!
No, stay.
Hey, why are you guys looking at me?